Hello and welcome to Senior Wise Journey, the place where we navigate the golden years with grace, wisdom, and a touch of practical magic. Do you remember when a daily shower was the undisputed hallmark of good hygiene? It was a rule written in stone, a simple daily ritual that made us feel clean, responsible, and ready for the day. But what if I told you that one of the most ingrained habits of our lives might actually be working against us after 60, 70, or beyond? It's a quiet truth that many doctors are now bringing to light. For the mature body, the old rules of showering no longer apply. In fact, that steaming hot daily shower could be subtly undermining your skin's health, weakening your immune system, and even putting your safety at risk. If you've ever found yourself feeling inexplicably itchy after bathing, or noticed your skin becoming persistently dry, this conversation is for you. We're not just talking about saving water, we're talking about preserving your health, your comfort, and your independence for years to come. So, let's explore this together and redefine what it truly means to care for ourselves wisely. Part 1. The gentle truth about your skin's golden years. Let's begin with the very canvas of our being, our skin. Throughout our lives, it has been our protector, our interface with the world. But as we journey through our 60-second, 70-second, and 80-second, this resilient organ undergoes a profound transformation. It becomes thinner, more delicate, and retains moisture less effectively. Think of it like a fine piece of vintage silk compared to the sturdy canvas of our youth. This is why the concept of skin sensitivity in our senior years isn't just about avoiding a particular lotion. It's about fundamentally rethinking our relationship with water, soap, and temperature. The cornerstone of this issue lies in the skin's natural protective barrier, often called the acid mantle. This is a very thin, slightly acidic film on the surface of the skin composed of sebum, your natural oils, and sweat. This barrier is your body's frontline defense, a masterfully designed shield that locks in moisture and keeps out harmful bacteria, irritants, and allergens. For decades, this barrier was robust. It could withstand daily showers, harsh deodorant soaps, and vigorous scrubbing with a washcloth. But now, it's a different story. When we indulge in a long, hot shower, the combination of high temperature and detergents and soap acts like a solvent, stripping away this precious oily barrier. For a younger person, the skin's oil glands quickly replenish it. For a senior, this recovery process is significantly slower. The result? The shield is down. Moisture rapidly escapes from the deeper layers of the skin, leading to a condition many of us know all too well: xerosis, or abnormally dry skin. This isn't just a minor annoyance. It's the starting point for a cascade of uncomfortable and potentially serious issues. Imagine a man named Arthur, a proud 82-year-old retired naval officer who swore by his daily wake-up shower as hot as he could stand it. He saw it as a symbol of discipline, but over the last few years, he developed a persistent, maddening itch on his back and legs, what dermatologists call winter itch, even in the middle of summer. He tried every lotion on the pharmacy shelf, but the relief was fleeting. His skin felt tight, looked flaky, and sometimes developed angry red patches. What Arthur didn't realize was that his virtuous daily ritual was the very source of his misery. Those hot showers were systematically dismantling his skin's ability to protect itself. The tiny, invisible cracks that formed in his dry skin were not just itchy. They were microscopic invitations for bacteria to set up camp, increasing his risk of infections like cellulitis. This is a story that plays out in countless homes. We were taught that the squeaky clean feeling is the goal. But for senior skin, squeaky clean often means stripped bare. Dermatologists and geriatric specialists are now advocating for a paradigm shift. The new wisdom suggests showering just 2 or 3 times a week. This frequency is more than enough to maintain hygiene for a less active lifestyle, while giving your skin the precious time it needs to regenerate its natural oils. When you do shower, the method matters as much as the frequency. First, turn down the thermostat. The ideal water temperature is lukewarm, comfortable, but not steaming. Second, reevaluate your soap. Those highly fragrant antibacterial bars that promise to kill 99.9% of germs also kill the beneficial bacteria that help maintain your skin's ecosystem. Opt for a gentle, hydrating, fragrance-free cleanser. Look for ingredients like ceramides, glycerin, and hyaluronic acid. Third, ditch the aggressive scrubbing. Use your hands or a soft, clean cloth and focus on the areas that need it most. Underarms, groin, and feet. Your arms and legs don't need a daily lathering. And finally, the most crucial step, the 3-minute rule. After patting your skin gently with a towel, no vigorous rubbing, and apply a thick, high-quality moisturizer to your still damp skin within 3 minutes. This traps the moisture from the shower, creating a reservoir of hydration that can last for hours. Adopting this new routine can feel counterintuitive, like breaking a lifelong rule. But it's an act of profound self-care, an acknowledgement that your body deserves a gentler, wiser approach. It's about trading a fleeting feeling of squeaky clean for the lasting comfort of calm, healthy, and resilient skin. It's a small change that can end the cycle of itching, irritation, and worry, allowing you to feel truly comfortable in your own skin again. Part 2. Your immune system's unseen ally. We often think of our immune system as an internal army, with white blood cells as its soldiers, fighting off invaders from within. But we rarely give credit to its first and most expansive line of defense, our skin. The skin is not just a passive wrapper. It's a dynamic, living ecosystem, a bustling metropolis of microorganisms known as the skin microbiome. This community of bacteria, fungi, and viruses lives in a delicate, symbiotic balance, and for the most part, they are our friends. They help train our immune cells, produce natural antibiotics, and crowd out the harmful pathogens that are always trying to gain a foothold. Now, consider what happens when we disrupt this thriving community with a daily deluge of hot water and harsh soap. We essentially sterilize the environment. While this might sound like a good thing, it's akin to clear-cutting a rainforest to get rid of a few pests. You eliminate the problem, but you also destroy the entire ecosystem that kept the pests in check naturally. By washing away these beneficial microbes, we leave our skin's surface vulnerable, an empty landscape ripe for colonization by more aggressive, infection-causing bacteria. For a senior, this is doubly concerning. As we age, our internal immune system naturally becomes less robust, a process called immunosenescence. Our ability to fight off new infections diminishes, and our healing processes slow down. Therefore, maintaining the integrity of our external defenses, the skin barrier, and its microbiome becomes more critical than ever. When this barrier is compromised by overshowering, it creates a perfect storm. The drawbridge is down, the guards have been dismissed, and the internal army is not as strong as it once was. Let's think about Eleanor, a 7-8-year-old grandmother who was the picture of health. She was meticulous about cleanliness, believing it was the key to staving off illness. She showered daily, using a strong antibacterial soap, proud that she never got the common cold. However, she started to be plagued by recurring skin infections. A small scratch from her rose garden would turn into an angry red welt that required antibiotics. She developed persistent fungal issues under her arms that creams could barely control. Her doctor, a savvy geriatrician, didn't just look at her symptoms. He asked about her life. When she described her rigorous daily cleaning routine, he gently explained the concept of the skin microbiome. He told her, "Eleanor, you're trying so hard to be clean that you're washing away your body's own best protectors." He advised her to cut back to showering every other day, to switch to a pH-balanced gentle cleanser, and to stop using the antibacterial soap on her whole body. The change was remarkable. Within a few months, the recurrent infections ceased. Her skin seemed to calm down. She hadn't become less clean. She had become more strategic. She was now working with her body's immune system instead of against it. This concept of strategic washing is a cornerstone of modern senior hygiene. It means you don't need a full-body shower every day to be clean and healthy. Instead, focus on targeted cleansing. Using a soft washcloth with mild soap and water to clean the essential areas face, hands, underarms, and the genital area daily is perfectly sufficient for hygiene. This approach, sometimes called a sponge bath or partial bath, keeps you fresh and odor-free without subjecting your entire body to the stripping effects of a full shower. This preserves the delicate microbiome on your arms, legs, back, and torso, allowing it to perform its protective duties. It's a shift in mindset from eradication to cultivation. We are not just sterile beings, we are walking ecosystems. By nurturing the beneficial bacteria on our skin, we bolster our overall immunity at a time in life when we need it most. It's a simple, powerful way to reduce the risk of nagging infections, minimize doctor visits, and maintain a robust defense against the outside world. It is the very definition of a senior-wise journey, understanding the science and adapting our habits for a longer, healthier life. Part 3. The Bathroom Battlefield. A frank talk on fall prevention. Of all the reasons to reconsider our showering habits, this one is perhaps the most urgent and life-altering. While dry skin is a chronic nuisance, a fall can be a catastrophic, life-changing event. For seniors, the bathroom is, statistically, the most dangerous room in the house. The combination of hard surfaces, water, and the physical act of stepping in and out of a tub or shower creates a high-stakes environment. Every single shower is a roll of the dice, and by showering daily, we are simply increasing our number of potential exposures to this risk. The danger isn't just about a slippery floor. Let's break down the physiological events that can occur during a hot shower. The heat causes vasodilation. Your blood vessels widen to release heat, which can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure. This is known as postural hypotension. For a young person, the body compensates quickly. But for a senior, especially one on blood pressure medication, this drop can be significant. It can lead to lightheadedness, dizziness, or even a brief loss of consciousness, syncope. A moment of dizziness while standing on one leg to wash a foot is all it takes to cause a devastating fall. Consider the story of David, a spry 3-year-old who prided himself on his independence. He lived alone and managed his home perfectly. His day wasn't complete without his evening shower to wash the day away. One evening, feeling a bit more tired than usual, he stepped into the hot stream of water. The steam filled the small room quickly. As he reached for the soap, a wave of dizziness washed over him. He grabbed for a towel rack, not designed to be a grab bar, and it pulled away from the wall. He fell backward, hitting his head on the edge of the vanity and fracturing his hip. That one fall led to surgery, a long and painful rehabilitation, and ultimately, the loss of his ability to live independently. He had to move into an assisted living facility. His life was irrevocably changed, not by a disease, but by a shower. David's story is a sobering reminder that reducing shower frequency is a powerful fall prevention strategy. By simply cutting the number of showers from 7 a week to 3, you reduce your time in that high-risk environment by more than half. That's 4 fewer times a week you have to navigate a wet floor, 4 fewer times you have to balance while washing, and 4 fewer opportunities for a hypotensive event to strike in the most dangerous place possible. But safety goes beyond frequency. The entire bathing environment needs to be re-engineered for safety. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a mark of intelligence and foresight. The first and most critical addition is professionally installed grab bars, not suction cup handles, which can fail without warning. You need them inside the shower at various heights and outside the shower to provide a stable handhold for entry and exit. Next, a non-slip mat inside the tub or shower and a non-slip bath rug outside are non-negotiable. Perhaps the most impactful safety tool is a shower chair or bench. The idea might be met with resistance initially. I don't need that, we might think. But a shower chair is a game changer. It allows you to sit comfortably and securely, eliminating the balance and fatigue issues that come with standing. It dramatically reduces the risk of a fall from dizziness or a simple slip. Paired with a handheld shower wand, it transforms the bathing experience from a risky chore into a safe and relaxing activity. Furthermore, think about the timing of your shower. Bathing when you are tired late at night or first thing in the morning when you might be groggy increases your risk. Choose a time of day when you feel most alert and energetic. Ensure the bathroom is well lit and consider a nightlight for any late-night trips. Reducing the frequency of showers and creating a fortress of safety in your bathroom are two of the most empowering actions you can take to protect your health, preserve your independence, and ensure you can continue to live safely and confidently in your own home for as long as possible. Part 4. The heart of the matter: circulation and cardiovascular care. Our circulatory system is our body's river of life, a vast network of arteries, veins, and capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. As we age, this system naturally becomes less efficient. Blood vessels may lose some of their elasticity, and the heart muscle may not pump with the same vigor it once did. For many seniors, managing cardiovascular health, whether it's blood pressure, heart conditions, or peripheral artery disease, is a daily priority. It might be surprising to learn, then, that our simple shower routine can have a direct and significant impact on this delicate system. A warm shower can be wonderfully therapeutic for circulation. The gentle heat encourages blood vessels near the skin's surface to dilate, which can temporarily improve blood flow and ease the stiffness of arthritic joints. This pleasant, circulation-boosting effect is one of the joys of bathing. However, as with so many things in our senior years, the key is moderation. The line between therapeutic warmth and stressful heat is a fine one. When a shower is too hot or goes on for too long, the vasodilation becomes extreme. A large volume of blood is shunted from the body's core to the periphery, the skin, in an effort to cool down. This can cause a significant drop in central blood pressure. For someone whose cardiovascular system is already compromised, this isn't just a momentary feeling of lightheadedness. It can be a serious strain on the heart. The heart may have to beat faster to try and compensate for the drop in pressure, leading to palpitations or tachycardia. For individuals with congestive heart failure or coronary artery disease, this extra workload can be risky, potentially leading to shortness of breath or chest pain. Let's meet Margaret, a 79-year-old with well-managed low blood pressure, hypotension, and varicose veins. She loved her long, hot soaks in the tub, considering them a sacred part of her day. But she began noticing that after her baths, she would feel utterly drained of energy, almost faint, and her legs would feel heavy and achy. She mentioned this fatigue to her cardiologist during a routine checkup. The doctor immediately connected the dots. The prolonged, intense heat was causing her already low blood pressure to plummet, leaving her feeling weak and exhausted. It was also causing blood to pool in her already compromised leg veins, exacerbating her discomfort. The doctor didn't tell her to stop bathing. Instead, he prescribed a change in routine. He advised her to switch from long, hot baths to shorter, lukewarm showers, lasting no more than 10 minutes. He suggested she take them sitting on a shower bench to minimize the effects of any blood pressure drops. And he gave her one more brilliant tip: finish the shower with a brief 30-second rinse of cool, not cold, water on her lower legs and feet. This helps the blood vessels to constrict, encouraging blood to return to the core and preventing that post-shower fatigue and dizziness. Margaret followed the advice, and the difference was night and day. The dizzy spells vanished. The profound exhaustion was replaced by a feeling of gentle refreshment. She was still getting the benefits of being clean and the comfort of the water, but without overstressing her cardiovascular system. Her experience highlights a crucial lesson. Our hygiene routines must be tailored to our overall health profile. Being mindful of water temperature is paramount. Warm is good, hot is risky. Keeping showers shorter, around 5 to 10 minutes, provides all the necessary cleaning without putting undue stress on the body. For those with circulation issues in their legs or feet, like diabetics or those with peripheral vascular disease, the gentler approach is also vital for skin health in those areas, preventing cracks and potential infections that are slow to heal. By viewing your shower not just as a cleaning ritual but as a form of hydrotherapy, you can make choices that actively support your heart and circulation, turning a potential risk into a safe, beneficial part of your wellness routine. Part 5. The unspoken ritual, bathing and your emotional well-being. Beyond the physical, our daily rituals are deeply intertwined with our emotional and mental health. They provide structure, comfort, and a sense of control in a world that can sometimes feel unpredictable. For many seniors, the act of bathing is more than just hygiene. It's a quiet moment of solitude, a time for reflection, or a predictable anchor in the day. This is why a significant change in bathing habits in either direction can often be a subtle but powerful indicator of one's inner emotional state. As we navigate the unique challenges of aging retirement, the loss of loved ones, changes in physical ability, our emotional landscape can shift. Feelings of loneliness, anxiety, or a low-grade depression can surface. In this context, the bathroom can become a sanctuary or a place to be avoided. Some individuals may begin to overbathe, taking multiple long, hot showers a day. This can be a form of self-soothing, a way to use the physical sensation of the water to wash away emotional pain or to fill empty hours. The shower becomes a temporary escape, a place where the world and its worries are shut out. While it may provide momentary comfort, it can become a coping mechanism that masks deeper issues that need to be addressed. Let's consider the story of Helen, a 6-year-old widow. After her husband of 50 years passed away, she found the silence of her home deafening. She began taking 2, sometimes 3, long showers a day. She told her daughter it helped her feel in control of something, but her skin became raw, red, and painful. Her daughter, recognizing this was more than just a skin issue, gently encouraged her to talk to a grief counselor. The counselor helped Helen understand that the excessive showering was a way of avoiding her grief. By finding healthier outlets for her emotions, joining a book club, volunteering at the local library, and talking about her husband, she no longer needed the shower as a crutch. She settled into a healthier, twice-weekly bathing routine, and both her skin and her spirit began to heal. On the other side of the spectrum is the avoidance of bathing. A senior who once took pride in their appearance and hygiene might begin to skip showers for days or even weeks. This is rarely about laziness. More often, it's a profound sign of emotional distress. The physical effort of undressing, showering, and dressing can feel monumental when one is battling depression, apathy, or overwhelming grief. A lack of motivation is a hallmark symptom, and personal hygiene is often one of the first things to be affected. If you notice a friend or family member has had a sudden and lasting change in their hygiene habits, it warrants a gentle, compassionate conversation. Asking, "I've noticed you haven't seemed yourself lately, is everything okay?" can open the door for them to share what they're going through. Finding a healthy, balanced routine like the recommended 2 to 3 showers a week can support emotional well-being. It provides a predictable structure without becoming an obsessive escape or an overwhelming chore. It allows the ritual to be what it should be, a moment of self-care that is restorative, not depleting. The goal is to create a routine that lifts you up. It should leave you feeling refreshed and ready to engage with your day, not worn out or using it to hide from your life. Your hygiene routine is a form of self-respect. It's a statement that you are worthy of care. If you find yourself on either extreme of the bathing spectrum, take it as a sign to check in with yourself. Be honest about how you are feeling. Are you lonely? Are you sad? Are you overwhelmed? Acknowledging these feelings is the first step toward healing. Talk to a trusted friend, a family member, or your doctor. Your emotional peace is just as vital as your physical health. And sometimes, creating a simple, balanced, and gentle bathing schedule can be a small but powerful part of reclaiming that peace. As we bring our journey to a close today, the clearest lesson is this: true wisdom in our senior years comes from listening, not to outdated rules or the habits of a lifetime, but to the unique and changing needs of our own bodies. The question is not how often should a senior shower, but rather, what does my body need today to feel comfortable, safe, and healthy? For some, that might be a quick, lukewarm rinse 3 times a week. For others, it might be a careful, seated shower twice a week. The goal is balance, finding that sweet spot where hygiene is maintained, but our skin's protective barrier, our immune system, our safety, and our delicate circulatory and emotional systems are honored and protected. This chapter of life is about tailoring our world to fit us, not forcing ourselves to fit the world. Embrace this new perspective on self-care as an act of empowerment. You have earned the wisdom to redefine your own rules. Thank you for joining us on the Senior Wise journey. If this has resonated with you, please give this video a like, share it with a friend who might benefit, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell. Your support helps us create more content to help you live your most vibrant life.